got it. If you want it, go and get it. Use your power, get to flexing, yeah. Keep on reaching, keep on daydreaming, yeah. Keep on reaching. I ain't gotta repeat or keep on preaching, but the gig is up and it's time to go. Time to change your life, time to take control. Who knows? Only you know what the future holds. Yeah, we from the same mold, but you own your soul. So this world is yours, no, this world's mine. Cause I stay up on I stay on my grind. Let me remind you, time wait for no one. Clean out my home and then get my hair done. Feeling good. Time to do and be greater. Tell your friends you'll hang later. Fresh out the incubator, been cooking up. Keep my eye on the prize and my bookings up. Things looking up, shining down on me. And I don't ever let nobody talk down on me. Cause my mama told me that I'm the best. And if you feel the same, say it with your chest. Set my goals and I manifest. I just set my goals and I manifest. If you want it, you got it. Go for it, you got it. It's already yours, you got it. Don't stop, cause you got it. If you want it, go and get it. Use your power, get to flexing, yeah. Keep on reaching, keep on daydreaming, yeah. Daydreaming, yeah. Gotta believe it, daydreaming, and you will dream it. Daydreaming, it's already yours. Daydreaming, cause you got it, you got it. Throw your hands in the sky, make it clap 2 times. Take 2 steps back like touch rewind. Then do a spin if you're feeling fine. Now grab your friends and lose your mind. If you want it, you got it. Go for it, you got it. It's already yours, you got it. Don't stop, cause you got it. If you want it, go and get it. Use your power, get to flexing, yeah. Keep on reaching, keep on daydreaming, yeah. Keep on reaching, it's already yours. Keep on daydreaming, cause you got it, and you got it. Ooh.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers apologetic for it. Clearly is missed, having made the run and not get picked out. Let's make sure that's not getting through. White. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Which player is best equipped for this game? This guy definitely rises as a player I really rate. With him you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area. Getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's a nicely weighted pass. I think a cautious start for both teams. Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well stopped. Oh, well played. Well sorted out. Saka. Odegaard. Interesting ball. In by Saka. Keeper has taken decisive action. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. You can never show the rules of the space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. And now they can spring out of defence. Get that clear. They've got it again. Taking on and making good progress. Now it's Trossard. Just can he finish? And here cuts it out somehow. Trossard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. This is the second corner of the game. Rice with the short one. There you go! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goals. Martinelli was not on well. Quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Well, it is over the line. That's a throw. Dealt with nicely by the defence. They've got to make this nice and quick. Trossard. Martinelli took it out wide and in space. Trying his best to keep it in play here. Approaching the half-hour mark. Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been ankled. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rafael Leao. That's a cheek. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front. And it just supposed to deny the others time and space. Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Shifted upfield. Now it's Rafael Leao. And here's Abraham. He's had a shot! He's done that ever so well. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Corner number 2 then. Chance to go the other way. Odegaard showed plenty of depth in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Right. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's through the middle. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's surely a foul free kick. And he dumps it clear. And the shot's on here. Get the job done. Odegaard. And it's half time. Perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. It's the half, just missed a goal, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Action is back on the way. Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Rafael Leao. He's been kicked out. Now it's Abraham. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. And he's quick to snatch it back. Merino. Chow promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh yeah, danger reverted. Pass has gone astray, and the keeper's got it again. And that's put paid for a promising move. Hernandez gets his pass away, and here's Rafael Leao. Oh, tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd. He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Lost his cheek. Abraham. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Zinchenko gets it away. Milan have got it back, and they'll have another go. It's up to the hour now. Gabia. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey game. Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goals simply because respective defences have been strong. Jimenez. Milan appear to be having to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Taken back almost at once.
Now Gavia.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Merino.
Zinchenko.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Rice. Martinelli. Zinchenko.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
And he's in on goal. And that has been cleared.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
And a shot!
And the ball's come loose here.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
He's having a go. He's done very well to get to that. Odegaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Arsenal have their third corner. Zinchenko. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Saka. Good spot, he's seen the run. Shade too heavy, he could pick that up. And now it's Rafael Leao. And it's Loftus-Cheek. A real chance if he can get through. Promising position. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. His positioning was spot on. Gavia kept aware, and it is replayed easily. Milan finding their passes. They've gone in with them. It'll be a throw-in. Brilliantly cut out. White is there to clear. There's the clearance. All hands on deck for this one. They've played it short. How that cross missed everyone is... And we're done. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Any reflections of what you've seen, neither side used it over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaint. Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Just joining us, we are already on the way. He's found it there. Is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequence. Good hit, kept the keeper on it. Over to the left. from distance. Rafael Leao. Oh, good read. That's great positioning. So good from him. And we say, he's got away. In towards the middle. Mignon catches it safely. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attribute, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others. Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. It's a pretty good pass. He is offering some sort of an apology there. That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Kimmich gets rid without sophistication. He's picked his way through. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Kane. Has a shot! It's wide, but only just. Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered. Just eases him off the ball. Jimenez. This side been able to force a breakthrough here. Great ball if he can get there. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Rafael Leao. Still shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Kimmich. Leiber. Nicely weighted ball. It's a little undercooked. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from the... Loose down, they want to get it back. Rafael Leao. He's had a shot! Guerrero. And it's Muller. It's Kimmich. Speculative strike. And no one is overly concerned about that. No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Thiago calmly anticipates. Muller. Guerrero. And Ellis. And a terrific save from the keeper. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work. Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of style, deception, don't they? Pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bayern Munich have their second corner now. in a hurry. And here's Muller. Olise! He's missed, but not by that far. Olise usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Oh, he's onto it. It's really well cleared. Xiao. Gabia. Loftus-Cheek. That's been intercepted. He read that really well and stopped it. Rafael Leao, he's in a really good position out wide. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he thumps it clear. Oh, that's a key interception. The most accurate pass. Looking for the runner. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. They really must... He hit offside. There's been a half largely of good out and should have. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel their overdue a goal. But it's certainly not for the ones trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. And we are up to the break. Bayern Munich ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half. Interesting half, just 50 goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. So off we go once more. Bayern Munich clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Oh, super fine. Guerrero gets it away. Muller. Gnabry. Mignon has that under control. Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek powering forward here. Now it's Abraham. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well tossed. Neymar. And here's Sané. Swung over into the middle. A reprieve for the time being. Bayern Munich have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Kane. And the assistant referee trying to give him offside. Intercepted bicep to bicep and he wins out. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's nice. Loftus-Cheek. And into the great glove for the keeper. Milan have probably been able to stay on top all the time. Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash. Milan have fired themselves in front. Well, when the goal gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. impressions so far, Jim? Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Xiao. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Muller. Stood up well to him there. Bayern Munich still have the cards to affect this game. You can never be short of runners in space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Now that's been intercepted. Rafael. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it. Well, I thought they got on lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Gnabry. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they put it back in a hurry. Neymar. Kane. Bayern Munich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. Neymar spots it and intercepts. Just off target. Mignon is there to clear. He is slightly undercooked that one. Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Rafael Leao. No way through, so back it comes. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall. Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. The final 5 minutes. Kane. Decent hit! He's been upright. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. Definitely away. And now they can spring out of defence. Really out of the width there, thanks to his Rafael Leao! They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. And the shot! Oh, the shot loose here. That was very necessary. They've got to be quick moving this forward. And it's Kane. Gnabry gets into some space. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Like again, there's always not a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, and times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. It was just undone by that second half goal. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Bevan alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
Hello, welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now the game itself. And already we're underway here. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. question, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right, but Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy, just loves to get on that front foot.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. Valde. Clips up big! He will be livid with himself. They can counter here. Well seen. Saw that coming. That's great positioning. So good from him. And it's Lewandowski. And he's whipped it across. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome. I don't know what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game. Both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Koundé shifted upfield. Shakes to shoot. Oh, that is very close. That's a great effort. There was very little backlip to indicate what was coming. Again. Changes it with that pass. Femi. And he thumbs it clear. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession. Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that. Good to watch. It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork. Got a shot away! Denied by and spits the save! De Jong is offering a right smile there. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short into feet. Absolutely, there. Certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Now the fish! Gabriel hits it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Bit of pressing going on here. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a sharp pass, and that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well tossed. Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek. Danger is averted. Rafinha. And he goes cross-field. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Mignon claims it. Goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Promising build up this, plenty of really nice passing. Spread it left. Now it's Rafinha. That is a great kick out. And it's the goalkeeper to play. A real chance if he can get through. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that has been cleared. If they want to counter, they can do with more speed. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Oh, red. Nice interception. Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it. Femi. Daniel, he's got a set goal! Good effort, and it is right on the half-time.
Perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, and both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
To look back on the first 45 minutes, I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
And just back from your break, you've missed very little on the resumption of the second half.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Abraham, he welcomes it in. He's a bit disappointed with that. And he's managed to get rid. Araujo kept aware, and it is replayed easily. Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafael Leao, can he spark a counter here?
A beautifully policed up midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Barcelona making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Daniel,
Loftus Cheek.
It's a decent clearance. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Rafinha. Firmino. And here's Yamal. He's picked his way through. Mignon is there to take. Loftus Cheek. Looking wide. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque. That's a fabulous ball. Daniel spread out to the left. And he was quick to react. Nice sequence of passes this. It's his pass. What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable. So the first goal of the game. Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. That's what has to be done now, no question about it. There is that irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Decent hit!
responding to a deficit. That's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Shot so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish. Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one. Barcelona have the equaliser, and we're all square. Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Both sides taking this chance to return to their benches. De Jong. Look at the space here. Opts to play it back. Seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now. Stood up well through there. Can he get onto this? Extra force, calmly anticipates. Just to go back. Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. Ansu Fati, and here's Yamal. Tries to cross. Terrific header! Oh, that was a brilliant save. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Oh, that's well spotted. Gavi. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Defending of the desperate variety. Jovic. Now it's Pulisic. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risk. And played it back swiftly. 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come. Well, look, this has been a hard-fought counter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes. So referee that, and then extra time. sostituzione femminile. Numero 55.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Barcelona displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser and got them here. How can they go one better? Victor Fort played right into his path. His positioning was spot on. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That's a nicely measured pass.
There's no flag. He's got away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Brilliantly cut out. That's going to go a long way. That's been cut out, well played. And he heaved it away. Reinders. Gavia. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That was very necessary. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that is promptly onto that, and that is that. Mignon with the clearance. Fofana. Xiao. Joao Felix. Pulisic. Extra time reaches half-time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly official affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? The hostilities have already resumed. This has been enthralling. So what the last 15 minutes have left? Victor Fort getting this one clear. De Jong. De Jong. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or cages in either team. This pitch is go for its territory right now. Looking tiny in possession here. Nice bit of trickery. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything. Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on. There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find it necessary to avoid a slip-up now. Barcelona have a simple task to find something to sustain now and keep pressure on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's slung wide. And he's doing well there. And his time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beckman alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.